This is a short video introducing some of the features of the Kindle Paperwhite e-reader that might be useful to a reader with low vision. The Paperwhite doesn't have any text-to-speech feature in it, so it can't be used by someone who can't see the screen. But if you have difficulty seeing the small text that appears on some of the menus and the screens that are on the Kindle Paperwhite, you may be interested to know that you can vary many of these. It's not possible to change the interface of the main screen listing the books that you have, but once you go into a book, you can change the size of the text and some other features as well. For instance, if I tap the top of the screen to get the menu, the first thing I might want to do is change the orientation of the device from the default of portrait to landscape mode. In landscape mode, when I increase the size of the text, hopefully I'll still have a useful amount of text on each line of my book. If I go back to the menu, another thing that I might want to vary is the Paperwhite, which is what gives the device its name. The Paperwhite is a front light, which means that I can use the device even when I'm reading in bed at night, for instance. I don't need a lamp or the sun in order to be able to see it. And I can vary the amount of light that there is. This can be useful also to someone who has an issue with glare. You can increase or decrease the amount of contrast between the foreground and the background of the device. I have mine on 18, which is about 3/4 of the way up. Another way that I can vary the text is to change the font size and indeed the font shape. The font size I can introduce very quickly, and you can see now why perhaps having it in landscape mode means that I have more text on each line. I can also, from that same AA button, change the font shape. Not all of these fonts come with the Kindle Paperwhite. For instance, I put on an RNIB Moon and a Braille font, and also the RNIB Sans font that I'm using at the moment. It's useful to know that you can add to the fonts that come with the Kindle Paperwhite. But for instance, there's an MT Chinese setting, which is a very nice thick font. This can be useful if you find that the default font that your book has is thin and therefore fades away with the white background behind it. I hope you found this very short introduction to the Kindle Paperwhite useful. This video featured the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite with firmware version 5.3.3.
RNIB, supporting blind and partially sighted people.